I got me a nice coyote back here. Caught on this, it's kind of an oxbow around me, and I got a trail that cuts off the oxbow from point to point. Great location, 24-hour check. We had a big rainstorm, but because I'm in a nice tall grass pasture, I really don't have to worry about too much mud and things like that. He has tore it up a little bit. I want to take out some of this excess out of here. He did leave me some nice scat. But again, I'm going to redefine this trail. Just kind of put it on the side here, but we want to keep the trail open. And we can go ahead and have a backing and that type of thing. See if I got any more scat. There we go. So we got quite a bit of scat out of this guy. And it's not an old coyote. You always say, well, big scat, you got a big coyote. This is a small pup. So you just never know exactly what you're gonna have. Definitely got some wet weather today. Grab my shovel. I'm gonna use some dry dirt and I'll scrape up a little bit of stuff. You can do crazy things like this. My trail coming in here, what's wrong with poking some of this in to kind of help reestablish it? I know on my Knoll 7 coyote video, you definitely see some of that with it. Same thing over here, just kind of re-getting that out. I think I got it right now. Make sure your trap pan is still where you want it. Look at that, how that's flopping down. So we want to go ahead and re-tighten that up. And I'll have to use my pliers on that one. I don't have a screw for that. Trapping coyotes, let's see here. I'm about 2 days after Thanksgiving, 2020. This is my 1 square mile farm. For you guys who bought my book, 1 Square Mile, you'll, it's been a very good farm to me. There we go. About 3-4 pounds pan tension. There we go. And let's just see if I got this set up right. See if I have my hole dug out properly. I caught myself on an earlier video talking very loud, as if I'm still trying to reach the camera. And but now I have my sound system, so it works a lot better. Boy, that looks pretty good. That has it planted. I am golden on that one. Let me go ahead and get a pan cover. Still using landscape fabric. That's what I used to catch them, was this right here. Had it aired out for about 35 days, maybe longer. But I just cut it into the, it was a 100-foot strip, so I cut it into 100 foot. And it worked pretty good, you know. I got a little dry dirt here. We got a chance of freezing. I'm gonna try to blend this back in some grass. Basically, I'm just I'm making a duff set, is what I'm doing. And this is a mix of cattle, but it's barn dirt, is what it is. It's barn dirt. Plenty of cattle on this particular ranch. You know, I'm gonna poke some of this in so I don't lose too much. There we go. So I don't lose too much. For those of you who went to my school, the Canine Mastery Weekend, you'll recognize this spot because I had you guys, I think we must have had close to 20 traps on this trail, but it's a good spot. You know, today was my day, and I got one here. And like I said, this is a walkthrough set, and it needs to be solid. Just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It has to be solid. And the coyote really, we don't want him to be feeling this rolling stuff, so when he puts his foot down, it needs to be solid as well. Really good spot here. So let me get my broom out here. And, just find the pan. Just find your pan. If you want to come up over here, why don't you stand right on over here, and let's give them a good shot of my set right here. That's the area I'm going to be working in. And like I said, this is going to be some grass and stuff. I'm just filling in some areas right here. This is going to be a duff. You know, the wind's blowing, torn up grass kind of makes a bad duff set, but this is what I have to work with. I like soybean chaff better, but when you got a tore up area, catch circle the way it is, and I do have another set behind the camera that hasn't been touched. So we caught the coyote on the way in, and he was running by himself. So it's a good deal. And again, using some barn scat. Let me see if I can use a little of this wet dirt. I'm not too concerned about freezing. The forecast doesn't call for it right now. And I'm just going to put a little of that natural dirt in, and that's done. It isn't going to work. Again, I got myself a little guiding right here. Just kind of redefine the trail if you still got it. Let me see if I can scrape a little bit of this tore up dirt here. I don't think I can due to the weather, but I'm going to give it a shot. No, it's pretty wet. It's pretty wet. That could be used to help re-identify the trail. I got some loose dirt underneath here. Let me see what I can do, because I want to make it as natural as I can, and then I'll cover it with grass, because this is a grass trail. There we go. Not bad, not bad. I'll take it. I'm going to press in a little bit on the sides and make it firm up. The rest of that's where the trap's going to go off. I'm going to use some of this small duff and let that get in there. And all I'm doing is raking my fingers underneath of the thatch and getting some of that older stuff. You know, we burn our pastures. When I had the class out here, the pasture had been fully burnt and everything, but there's always a thatch. And this is what I did when I first caught the coyote. I used the thatch to set it in, and I want to make sure it's fairly flat. There we go. So really, kind of blended right back in with everything else. I want to re-identify a trail. I see I have some of these right here. I don't know the weed type, but let's go ahead and give it a backing. It ain't going to hurt anything. If I can get it to stand up. Because it's still above freezing. Everything, I still got a working ground. Let's go ahead and give something right here, and it takes just a second to do this. Just kind of reopen up the trail for the next coyote to come in. Created a single point. I'm going to use one of these scats. Right there, I'm about 10 inches back. Yeah, that's great, about 10 inches. Great visual in this trail, just really looks good. He's still going to come right on in here. I'm going to go ahead and use a little bit of in this case, I got bobcat urine. It's before December 15th. And I run a lot of fox and run a lot of fox and bobcat urine prior to the season. Looks like there we go. Now I'm going to take a twig here. There's plenty of twigs. There we go. And right at the point of my duff, it doesn't take too much, just a little bit. And I'm just going to squeeze that and pinch it right into the ground. It'll help support the pile. I've told the coyotes to go ahead and urinate there. I got a visual right there with some odor. Fantastic spot. Caught the coyote. I can't wait to see the next one. I'm going to keep on going down the trail. This is my second and third set that I just got done checking, so I have a long ways to go on this trap line.
Pretty country.
It is beautiful country.
Finally dried up a little bit to where we can get around a little better.
Yeah.
Around the corner, look down in the valley there. Whoa, Ed, I think you got one.
There it is.
There he is.
There it is. Another RJ set.
Pretty good.
Yeah. It is pretty. He's tied up pretty tight there. My gosh. Yeah, look at him. He is. He's got definitely some lighter color to him.
He's a keeper.
Yeah.
Good catch. Good catch.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at him. That is a heck of a coyote.
Woo! Circus dance.
Yeah. Look at him go. Look at that coyote. He is really in there. Easy, 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 easy. Take it easy. What a beautiful coyote, though. Got that good female, and anyway, I went ahead and remade the set. Nice RJ again. You can see the wool down in the hole, and just lightly dressed with some topical dirt. Most of that is your wax dirt and stuff. And I've talked a lot about that, and we'll get into that again if I haven't done so. So anyway, catch circles here. I do got a little bit of scat I need to pick up. Still has a lot of eye appeal standing out here. And again, this is a 2-track coming up the road, and we got a set in right there. It just happened to be that the coyote got to my set instead of Richard's this time. That's fine. The next time it could probably go the other way if it comes from the other direction, but the wind caught it. Great set. Got him today. 1-foot catch on this coyote. He's about wore himself out. I had a badger here, or not a badger, but a porcupine here the other day. And down here, Richard had a double front foot catch on the RJ set. So a nice trail running along an alfalfa field. Great location. Got this coyote there the other day or today, and real happy about it. So put him down and get them 2 feet out of the trap.